let's just start with, educators for Black Lives Matter. Why is it important for you to be there tonight and to show your support?
Well, tonight I'm marching with educators for Black Lives Matter, for my students, for change, and for racial equality. I noticed my students engaging with the current state of affairs in a way that I've never seen them before. As educators and students, we are saying enough is enough. We know fundamentally Oregon and this nation was established over a racist foundation that has sprouted deep systemic inequities in the educational institutions that we work in. As educators, we are coming together with the Black community to continue to fight the school to prison pipeline, because our mission is to deliver rich, culturally responsive curriculum, engaging students in a message that honors the life of George Floyd, the George Floyd movement, along with Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, and the countless lives that have suffered at the hands of this fundamentally broken system.
Hector Candeo-Sanchez teaches third grade at Bridger K-8 school in Portland. His parents brought him to the country illegally when he was 8 years old. He was able to live and work here under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program. But a federal judge ordered Candeo-Sanchez to be deported a few months ago. It all stemmed from a DUI charge in 2016. While the charge was dismissed after he completed a diversion program, the immigration proceedings kept going.
Hector, last time we talked, a judge had ordered you to be deported, and you were in limbo. We were supposed to know something maybe by March. What is the status of that? And has COVID-19 delayed things?
Thank you for asking. Since we last spoke, things did get delayed. Things slowed down. My understanding is that my case has reached the Board of Appeals, and they're reviewing the appeal. I have been working with my attorneys on this, and we're expecting the response to be delayed.
Hector has received a renewed Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA status, so he can still work as a teacher for PPS. As he waits for a decision on his appeal, he's fighting to stay in this country while fighting to change it.
I am committed personally to challenging and calling out all forms of racist expression, not only in the classroom, but within this educational system. And I stand in solidarity with my brothers and sisters who are demanding an education system that does not suffocate our students into the history books as historically underserved people.
Okay, Kristen Severin's joining us now. So, Kristen, do we know when he's going to get an answer about his case?
We don't. So his appeal was sent to the Board of Immigration Appeals. That's in Arlington, Virginia. It's really the last step, the last thing that someone can file to fight a deportation. But, as he said, everything's been delayed because of COVID.
Has everything been delayed? So have immigration hearings across the board, are they on hold right now?
It really depends. So it depends on kind of where your case is. It depends on where you live. Some courts, continued on through this. Some closed, and some are opening up at the end of June. So it really depends, but we have seen delays. We have definitely seen a backlog that was already big,
right,
continue to grow.
Got it. Kristen Severance, thank you.